Jamaica now has a total of 16 confirmed cases of the Zika virus, 2 being pregnant women. Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, made the announcement on Thursday. All confirmed cases have recovered from the illness, and Minister Tufton says the 2 pregnant women will be continuously monitored. Of the total 16 cases, there were 8 male and 8 females, 7 of whom are from St. Catherine, 8 from Kingston and St. Andrew, and 1 from St. Thomas. These cases were confirmed from a pool of over 1,000 which were tested.
A total of 1,969 notifications for Zika has been reported to the Ministry of Health as at the 29th of May 2016. Of these notifications, 1,387 fit the case definition for Zika and were classified as suspected Zika fever. We have received the highest number of notifications from Kingston and St. Andrew, some 465, followed by St. Catherine, 405. Of these 787 which were tested, 403 results have been received, of which 16 were positive for Zika virus, and another 6 preliminary positive results are now undergoing a second round of testing at the University Hospital of the West Indies for confirmation.
Minister Tufton, however, says these confirmed and suspected cases are not a concrete reflection of what is happening on the ground, expressing that the reality is there could be many more unreported cases of the Zika virus in Jamaica. The Jamaican Health Minister says the ministry's fear is in keeping with the World Health Organization's proclamation that up to 70% of the population could become infected over time.
That's the WHO's formula based on what they have been monitoring since the advent of this disease globally. However, again, guided by the WHO, only 1 out of 4 of the infected persons will have symptoms. Up to 50% of symptomatic persons may be sick enough to need to see the doctor. Fewer still of those infected who visit the doctor will have their blood taken in order to confirm Zika virus infection. And of the persons who are ill, only about 1 in 1,000 may have severe symptoms. So a lot of times you go to the doctor sees symptoms, the rash, the fever, and they say, listen, I think you have Zika, prescribe the antihistamine, don't bother do any tests. And clearly we can't force people to be tested. But once we get the reports of the suspected cases, then we treat it as a part of the cycle and try to deal with it through our own public policy and operations. We're also aware of results of clusters of persons with rash that is suspected to be Zika. We have gotten reports over the last couple of weeks, and these matters are being investigated. The reports have primarily been in Kingston, St. Catherine, Westmoreland, and Clarendon.
Jamaica has no cases of microcephaly or Guillain-Barré syndrome linked to the Zika virus. Minister Tufton says there was 1 reported case of microcephaly, but the child tested negative for Zika. As for the Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS, Dr. Tufton says the ministry is managing 7 cases.
We're currently managing 7 cases of GBS, 3 at Spanish Town, 3 at KPH, and 1 at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Results as of June 1st, 2016, show that the patient at University of the West Indies and 2 of the patients at Spanish Town Hospital are Zika negative, even though they have GBS. Since the start of the year, we have been actively searching for cases of GBS, and we have so far investigated 13 cases, 6 of which also tested negative for Zika virus infection. Although again, I need to caution us that the negative Zika test does not absolutely rule out the link with Zika, because the window to most effectively determine whether you're infected with the Zika virus is 3 to 5 days. Up to 3 days, fairly accurate. Up to 5 days, very possible. Beyond that, it starts to diminish in a rapid way. So there could be a link. But that's as far as we're prepared to go, since the tests have not revealed such. We continue, of course, to monitor and to investigate that.
Dr. Tufton says the Minister of Health continues to ramp up its preparation for the likelihood of increases in mosquito-borne illnesses. He says information continues to be provided to public and private health practitioners, and the ministry has adequate supplies and medication in stock to treat all forms of Zika manifestation.